on? What's going on, New Gaming Order? We are returning from intermission, and this is our last segment of the evening. All right, so pretty much, Phil Spencer has made it public that he would like to see Nintendo games on the Xbox brand, which I don't know what that means. Is it some people predicting that the NX might be a bust or something, or is it just like an in-case thing? I just wanted to know what these guys thought. So, or the staff. So, Kasimi, what are your thoughts on Phil Spencer's comments on him wanting to see a possible Mario or Nintendo IPs? Because we've been saying, and Nelson's been saying for a long time, if Nintendo messes up with the NX, this is their last chance. They mess up, that's it. It's over. So I just wanted to know what you thought.
Well, this is the first time I heard about this. This is interesting. I just want to know, are people going to get mad that they can't use their NES cartridges?
Well, I think if that were the case,
listen, not for nothing, Nintendo's done a good job with backwards compatibility.
Oh yeah, they've been the consistent standard.
They're better of anybody. Yeah,
they've been consistent, and that's the one thing that I would say that they succeeded where all others failed. They always maintain their nostalgia, and they don't stick it to their fans, except for the fact that they don't strive to make the most powerful console, but they really, aside from the practices that me and Nelson keep fighting with Nintendo to put content on the YouTube channel, Nintendo, the fan service has always been there, but they played safe and stay with their IPs and everything. And the fact that they, in essence, I don't know if it's too premature to say that the Wii U was a failure. But if something happens at the NX, it would only be right for them to go platform or software based and just provide for other consoles. But I know Goken was about to say something. Go ahead.
No. If you're done, I'll go when it's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just laying that down.
I mean, with the NX, I think Nintendo's learned their lesson, right? Listen, the Wii U I think is a great console, right? I think they had a great idea with the dual display and the controller. It could have been smaller. The controller was way too big. So they're gonna fix that, right? I think they understand that the controller kind of should have been a Game Boy type thing that you can bring with you and still play. And
which is the NX is supposed to do, supposedly.
Right. So I think they get it, right? And not only that, you see that they unified their account services. So that you're gonna have your one Nintendo account that when you log in.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could also allude to that. I can log in on my iOS phone and play my games that I purchased. I can log in on PlayStation and play my games that I purchased. Those type of things might be happening. You know what I mean? So
okay.
I'm very optimistic for what the next release is. We already know they pushed back 2 major titles. Star Fox got pushed to April, which apparently
again.
They might
Wait.
April. So, which apparently I think they're supposed to announce the new console in April.
Well, it's supposedly fall next year. So
we could see that in April. We'll see preview of the new console. We'll probably get a sneak peek of the new platform, right?
Yeah.
So the Wii U will probably get some type of update with that platform available currently, right? Which will be able to transition people into the new console when it happens.
Yeah.
Right. All your Wii U games are probably going to be playable on that. I think.
Yeah.
So this is all speculation, and I could see all of it happening. And if they do it that way, it's going to be good. If for right now, if you have Wii U games and they still work with the new console, no bullshit, none of that. And true backwards compatibility with your Wii games and maybe even some GameCube. Oh, they will.
Okay, but let's say a Mario would end up on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox. Would you purchase it?
See, that's the thing about but that's
I'd be all over it, bro. I'll be all over it.
What I'm telling you is, with the NX platform, something like that will be possible.
Well, on
But it will probably won't be new Mario games. It'll probably be some old Mario games.
honestly, if I were to
guess
see,
what? You'll be playing it through the Nintendo platform. Yeah, maybe.
oh yeah. I mean, if they do it like that, if it's a win-win for Nintendo and Microsoft and Sony, that'd be freaking awesome. But that's if they get out of the hardware business. If this fails,
They're not getting out of the hardware.
But hey, they're future-proofing by going with mobile games. So I mean, they're trying
They're
to.
not getting out of the hardware business, please.
Well, hey, you know what? If that were to happen, I'm gonna have you on the show and I'll have you explain yourself. But Noop, what are your thoughts on Phil Spencer and what he would like to see at someday?
I mean, I've said in the past, like, I think honestly, Nintendo just needs to go the software route. Even if it's for like 2-3 years, 5 years, and then come back really, really strong on the console. But if they were to do that, whoever can scoop them up and get that deal, that's it. Whoever gets Nintendo on their side, if Microsoft, Nintendo works something out, that will be phenomenal. I do miss Nintendo's. I do miss those franchises, but I'm not paying for that, yo. It's not enough. It's not enough. But I would love to see it too, man. That'd be great.
All right. And Demizzle, what are your thoughts? Did we lose Demizzle?
He's gone, man.
Oh wow. All right, so with that, I mean, I just think if a game like Mario Galaxy or some of the newer titles, if Nintendo were to even entertain this is just Phil Spencer talking, so this what if? So
now let's go ahead and go with that what if. Now, what if a Mario game comes out on PlayStation or Xbox and they charge 15? Who's still going to be upset? Or what are we going to hear? Are people going to be as say
it again?
Well, we already know.
Emulation?
We already know that Nintendo games hold more value than the console. No, I'm just joking. No.
Well, I mean,
it would be upsetting. It would be upsetting
if they were how much? I didn't hear the price.
If they were $15, just like they're charging.
You're talking about downloadable. You're talking about downloadable, right? But remember, Nintendo has a habit right now. I can put all of my Wii games into my Wii U and play it.
But no, I'm talking about on like what we were just talking about, games on PlayStation or games on Xbox. If they put Super Mario, let's say Super Mario Galaxy, whatever, or Super Mario World, whatever Mario you want, it's $15. Are people gonna be up in arms?
I think it's different.
Aren't the same people gonna be complaining?
No, I think it would be different
because it's some people.
They're not gonna make it native for They're not gonna make it native for PlayStation. They're probably gonna let you stream it or play it through that platform.
I think Khalif is different because with the PlayStation side of the house, you had folks that already own the stuff. Now, if you're opening up a library for Nintendo games onto the Xbox or PlayStation 4, that's something new. So it generally you would have to pay for it.
But that's what I'm getting at. It's the Crash Bandicoot and Kingdom Hearts ain't never been on PlayStation 4 before. If they make it we know it's been on PlayStation, but it ain't been on PlayStation 4. Same thing with
but if they own the disc, I think that's where the people are upset. Like, it's not like you could take a GameCube game and stick it in the X1 or PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? Like, I see what you're trying to say. It's like it's the same yet different. You know what I mean? Because I don't
see how it's different. That's my thing. I don't see how it's different because now we're putting value on what I think is important versus what you think is important. Because I may think that $15 is less than what I would pay for a Kingdom Hearts version remastered, basically with trophies and shit. I could care less about a Mario game, and they want to charge $15 for it. But that's my point. People are gonna be mad either way you go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are mad about these games being $15, and they're saying you're paying $15 for trophies, but I mean, I'm paying $15 for a game that I want to play again. And the trophy support and the 1080p and the 60 frames is just icing on the cake for me. But and that's what I'm talking about. Like a lot of people are mad about this emulation shit. But if they do a Mario emulation or they that type of shit, then it's all good. It's okay. But I mean, what's the difference? It's the same shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Again, those who watch this on YouTube, leave your comments because one thing we gotta also, I try to see things from different side of the house. Like, hey, Kasemi has his view, Goken, Noop have their views. You know what I mean? And I think that me and Goken kind of explained it, but to all their own. Like we're just expressing it.
Exactly. I'm like the only person that I've, I don't want to say talk to, but I feel like I'm the only person with this opinion on the pricing side. I mean, because a lot of people, the only thing that I've been seeing people upset about is the pricing. I've seen people upset about the disc, but I've already put that out there when I think about this.
I guess, but you see the thing too, when you look at, some people were making it a fair assessment. If you're selling GTA, right? And for $15 and you can walk into GameStop and get it for $3, they're gonna be mad. You know what I mean? I think that's just a natural order of things. So and even so, I forgot to mention this on the segment where we're talking about the digital reselling. Yoshida even said, well, you have to pay to add streaming support, where the Xbox One, the 360 games get those functionalities. They get the recording. They get the record that, take this snapshot. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on. Let me not understand, because you don't have to pay extra to stream the game. You buy.
No, but Yoshida said it. Yoshida said it. You're adding trophy support. You're adding stream support. That's why you have to pay or that's why we're going that route with the type of.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
he's putting that out there like this is what you get a part of that package.
Yeah,
you don't get versus playing, because again, man, and I don't know. What's up with the audiences? Again, I'm not one of those guys that has PlayStation 2 discs laying around my house or anything like that. But I would imagine, maybe I'm wrong, but I would imagine you are one of those guys that still has PS2 games laying around your house. You probably still have a PS2 laying around your house, so. But
now you're sounding like Don Matrick when he was when they were talking about the Xbox One and the 360 backwards compatibility. He's like, you want backwards compatibility? Get an Xbox 360. And then people were like, are you for real? Are you for real? Like, and remember?
Well, I'm for real, because I'm not one of those. I'm not in fuck myself up by saying that. But I mean, as fucked up as that sounds, if you're talking about a PS2 game, again, man, that's the equivalent to a VHS, my man.
Wow.
You're basically wanting to put a VHS in your in your Blu-ray player.
Hey,
like,
you know what? Those who are watching, definitely leave comments. That's interesting to say. I would have never thought about it like that. But.
I mean, because that's what you're trying to do, my man. Like,
but you know what, Kasemi, I don't want to like drift off because we already did that topic. This mainly for the Nintendo thing, possibly, what Spencer was saying. Yeah, I don't want to drift too far. We can revisit this next week, or when we move the podcast to Saturdays. We can definitely hit that up again. But did anybody have anything to add to that before we get ready to log off? Because we're going on to the 2-hour mark, and I know we got to get to bed. Yes, no, maybe so. All right.
Good.
All right, New Gaming Order, to the staff, thank you guys very much for assisting me, even though we had some technical difficulties. I feel we hit some good topics. I wanted to shout out to that guy, Vlad, Slinky Jim, a couple of our followers, new followers that joined us, Dragon Senpai, Nelson, for joining us, NYC Playboy. To our partner, Fullscreen, thank you guys for really working with us and seeing the potential in our show. and we're always looking for partnership and sponsors. So, make sure you hit me up on newgamingorder.com. And with that, we out like Juggernaut, bitches, and we'll see you next week. That should be the last time we're going to be on a Thursday. We're going to start trying to do the podcast on Saturday mornings for the sake of availability and everybody having work conflicts, especially on your knees. He couldn't be on tonight. So, again, thank you guys very much, and we'll see you next time. We out.